Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Sergeant at Arms. Please forgive me for my absence, but it's been a trying year. However, we're in a new time, we're in a new year, and we've got something new to discuss. We today are going to be discussing the subject of a coup. The reason we're discussing that is because there was an attempted coup on Wednesday, January 6th, 2021, by our current president, Donald John Trump. So the first thing I want to do is, there's been so much talk about coup, and everyone's been using the word coup. And I don't think most of the people who are using the word really know what it means, because so much of the subject matter of a coup for the last month or so, since the election, let's just say since the election, people have been talking about a coup. But I want to read the definition of what an actual coup is. So the first definition I found was a sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government. And then there's a sentence, they use it in a sentence underneath that says, he was overthrown in an army coup. Okay. Then the next thing I want to read is what a coup is from the perspective of a dictatorship. So it's an overthrow, takeover, or push is the removal of an existing government from power, usually through violent means. Okay. All right. So, just to be clear, the thing that I want to point out to everyone is a coup cannot exist without the backing of a military or without a militia of some sort. So, we're going to make a designation between the two, which is we know what a military is. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Okay. And different countries have different names for what their armed services are. Those are ours. Coast Guard, National Guard. Okay. And then militias are people bearing arms. What we experienced last Wednesday was people bearing arms. They had weapons. They were being violent. Okay, so let's go back to our president. This, in fact, qualifies as an actual attempted coup. Why? Because the President of the United States, who is the leader of the country, mobilized a militia to storm the Capitol in an attempt to overthrow the incoming government. I don't know how much more simple it gets than that. I mean, that is textbook coup. So now we do have something to talk about. I mean, this is an actual coup. I think for the last couple of months since the election, we've had pundits on all the different political shows, news shows, using the term coup, but it was for the purpose of sensationalism. This is not sensationalism at this point. This is an actual attempted coup. So I think what we have to look at this point is we have a president who attempted a coup. I'm not without understanding by the Congress that he should be impeached. Okay, they already impeached him, so we know he's impeachment worthy. He's got 10 days left in his administration. I'm not sure that's what needs to happen. I think what needs to happen is we need to see this through to the end. He's been censored by every social media outlet possible. He's been censored. He should be censured as well, which Congress can do. They can do that. Do everything we need to do to cripple his authority. That we can do. But I think a lot of this is going to have to take place after he is no longer president. I also want to go back to the Republican Party and say to them, you do realize that all of this is your fault. I mean, he never should have been nominated for president in the first place. They had the power to say, no, let's not nominate him. But again, for the purpose of just having the office, they literally fell on a sword. At this point, they fell on a sword just to have the office. Because that's what's happening now. And now, this is what we have. I think just kind of in the name of good government, impeachment is just not, I don't know. I mean, I think part of the purpose as well is what can we do to keep him from running for office again, president or any office at this point. I mean, I think that's probably a better use of our time to figure out, okay, what sanction can we put on him that he does not have the ability to run for office ever again, because he's certainly proven that he doesn't understand what being a public servant is. He doesn't. And by not understanding that he incites violence, he's incited violence, and he did that on Wednesday. He's incited racism. He's done that over the course of this year. He's incited bribery. You know, I just think we have to get to a point where, you know, I don't know that everybody loves Joe Biden. I don't know that everybody is really excited about him as a president, but you know what? At this point, we just need someone in there who is not going to make things worse, and someone who we're not concerned that the other shoe's going to drop any minute now, and we have no idea what's going to happen or what we can do to salvage whatever comes of the situation. And so, you know, I hope the Republican Party stops and says, let's never do this again. I hope the Republican Party says to themselves, we're definitely better than this, because there is the potential to be better than this. I mean, you're supposed to be statesmen, and this is not statesmanly at all. So that's my take on a coup. Please let me know what you think about this. Still tweeting. I still have my Twitter account. And the Sergeant's platform is still there for your comments, for your retweets, for your questions, any of the above. So it's SGTATARMSUSA. And I will see you on the next installation of the Sergeant at Arms.